I don't know if I've ever seen this level of crash out behavior online, basically cutting off their own check. They were about to get a beat placement from Trippie Redd and Machine Gun Kelly's album that dropped, I think, just today. And yet they cooked their own placement and got removed from the album. I guess this was all according to their plan. Now, a lot of people think that this whole altercation online, let's say, was a promo rollout, especially because of something we're going to check out a little bit later, where there's an alleged rollout instruction manual contract sort of thing with the producer to spice up the marketing of Trippie Redd and Machine Gun Kelly's collab album. I think it's called Sad Boy Genre or Genre Sad Boy. Let's be honest, nobody was really gonna listen to this regardless, so I could see how some people are being suspicious about it because no one was really talking about it until this beef online with Trippie Redd and the producer. But at the same time, Trippie did get ratioed by this virtually no-name producer, so is it really a good thing to allow that to happen if you're the label? Maybe. However, some people were coming to Trippie Redd for the rescue, and I don't even think the whole issue with the producer was about Trippie Redd. It was actually about Machine Gun Kelly, and there are tweets that date back a few days ago before this whole altercation happened where it does confirm that the producer only has a problem with Machine Gun Kelly, even though he was going at Trippie, but that's because Trippie was the one who initiated this online beef. But anyway, how it started. I actually saw this tweet a couple days ago on March 25th. The producer quote tweeted the release date announcement for Trippie Redd and Machine Gun Kelly's album, and he said, "The way I just learned, I have a beat placement in this morning, and I know it's about to be the worst song I've ever heard." And they continued, "Mind you, I rarely produce, so y'all know this is gonna be a mute classic." So I'm assuming that this producer just had some beats on YouTube or something. But they say they rarely produce, so honestly, it's not even any hate. He's just saying, I'm not even a producer, so this is probably gonna be trash because I am a trash producer. But again, that was a couple days ago. So fast forward to last night on March 27th or 28th, depending on what time you were on Twitter, and the games begin. Trippie Redd responds because this tweet goes viral. "Thanks for letting me know. You have been removed from the album. Good luck." So as I mentioned before, a relatively no-name or unknown producer was about to be placed on a pretty mainstream album. I know it's not gonna sell well, but Trippie Redd and Machine Gun Kelly are pretty well-known artists, so like getting a placement with them is something good to put on your credits as a producer. But again, I guess that was against his morals. But he responds with the classic Young Thug, "Boy, stop dropping all that BS music," and says, "Thank God your label paid in advance," which in my experience is simply not true because producers are the last people to get paid out most of the time, especially if you're not like a Benny X, Pierre Bourne, like you're an unknown producer, you ain't getting you might not even get your money, bro. These labels are gonna hit you with a net 45 and then 45 days will go by and they'll be like, "Oh no, we meant 45 years. And then obviously Trippie Redd called cap. "This cap, I'll double your money if you show proof you got paid." 30 minutes to an hour go by, no response. Trippie Redd then mentions him in his own tweet. "You don't even deserve this mention, but show proof you got paid or log off. My last tweet about this, project out tomorrow." So I guess that's why people thought that this was all an entire promo rollout. And I'm not gonna lie, this producer is low-key a king troll because he had the perfect responses without the proof. Because as I mentioned before, this dude did not get paid. However, he came back with something that, you know, the kids were gonna believe, and he cooked him again. He's ratioing Trippie multiple times. Mind you, this dude has 5K followers and Trippie Redd has millions. He says, "I'm not giving you any more attention for this rollout, man. It's gone way too far. LMMAO." And he posts a picture of a 10K Projects Interscope Geffen Genre Sad Boy 2024 rollout instruction manual, or I guess marketing plan, that he was allegedly paid for in addition to the beat placement. And it says on March 25th, which is the same day that he originally tweeted about his beat being placed on the album and that it was going to be a trash song, it states, "On Monday, March 25th, the first asset will be posted, 12 p.m. PST. You can post any of the 3 following prompts. The way I just learned I produced on this album this morning and I know it's going to be awful. My homie produced this and I know it's going to be the worst album of 2024. find out that I have credit on this project, this is gonna suck dick. All interaction will be boosted within the first hour of this asset being posted. Respond in the email chain once the tweet is composed. Then on March 27th, 2024, which was last night, Trippie will respond on Wednesday evening around 5 p.m. PST. The quote will be a response saying that your work has been removed from the project. After, you are free to respond in whatever fashion you see fit. And somehow, a lot of kids on Twitter believed this. Look, I've done a lot of promos in my day. Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. This is not how a label pays somebody to do a promotional post. It's literally just a PayPal or invoice transaction, okay? And then they have someone DMing you or emailing you, but it's never like a huge contract with an NDA or like a specific timeline. It doesn't work like that. Also, it usually doesn't come from 10K projects itself. It comes from like an agency or the management of the artist because they will be in control of the marketing budget. The labels don't do this. The label is essentially just a bank. They fund everything that's going on. There's like third parties everywhere else. Even the artist is like a third party that's supplying the music. So this is completely fake. I am 100% certain, but somehow people believed it. It was smart though. It was hilarious. He was just trolling the entire time, and I think he knew that he didn't actually get paid, so he basically had to go band for band with Trippie Redd on trolling. Trippie responds, "The fact you took your time to make this fake ass shit instead of getting the free bands is crazy." The producer then responds, "It says 10K right there." And he pulled up a screenshot of Trippie Redd claiming that the album wasn't actually even distributed by 10K Projects, his label, but in the credits, it does in fact say 10K, but it says in partnership with Interscope, who got the exclusive license to distribute. And the reason for that, I believe, is because Machine Gun Kelly is signed to Interscope Records. So in conclusion, Trippie Redd did call Cap and kind of pwned him, but at the same time, the producer, I think, came off winning, but also losing, because they did lose out on potentially thousands of dollars, although I don't think it would be that much, given that the producer didn't really have that large of a name, so they can't get that many points on the song that he was included in the project with. But as he mentioned multiple times on his Twitter, he wasn't hating on Trippie Redd. The only reason he removed his beat placement from the album was because of Machine Gun Kelly. In fact, before Trippie Redd even responded, he said, "Y'all think I hate Trippie, but deadass my first SoundCloud upload was a song of his without 6ix9ine on it. I'm just dumbfounded that this collab is a real thing, and with MGK of all people." As you can see, he's focusing on the MGK. And then he continues later on, "The major label placement in question, MGK, a man famous for his takes on girls under the age of 18. And then he posts some videos of MGK talking about 17-year-old girls.
"I'm not waiting until she's 18, I'll go now. I'm 23, dog, like, I'm not like a creepy age, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 23, bro, she's 17 and she's like a celebrity, like, there is no limits right there." There
were also some pretty bad tweets from a long time ago in which Machine Gun Kelly did talk about like 12, 13, 14-year-old girls being hot and that he didn't want to keep looking at them, meanwhile being like 19 years old. And so I will give it to the producer. Like, he is standing on his morals. And if he doesn't like MGK and he doesn't want to help him out by giving him a beat placement, that's completely his decision, and I support that. However, with the trolling of Trippie Redd, like, it's not even really his fault, but maybe he's just going at Trippie too because he's essentially co-signing MGK's past actions by working with him and doing a collab project with him. But being the pocket watcher I am, all I see is the dollar signs that he just lost from major label placements. And he could have turned that into other placements with Trippie Redd on some songs without Machine Gun Kelly, as well as other rappers of the same status as Trippie Redd or close to it. But now he low-key kind of might be blackballed or blackballed himself because nobody wants to work with a producer who's going to be trolling the artist and making them look bad, especially on the day that their project drops. You feel me? Also, I feel like the producer just hopped on the bandwagon of the Trippie Redd hate because he's basically just like the laughing stock of the music industry or rap industry, because no matter what he does, everybody just trolls him, calls him mid, says to turn his music on mute because of his previous projects, which I will agree were like more mid than the music that we grew up on and he originally became famous for. And then in addition to all of the beefs with really popular rappers with cult followings like Playboi Carti or XXXTentacion or 6ix9ine, I wouldn't say he has a cult, but you get the point. Like, Trippie Redd has unfortunately been the butt of the joke ever since his career started. So the producer just took advantage of this and I guess got his free clout, but are the Twitter likes worth the money? No, bruh. get your money and fuck the clout. I'm telling you, fame is not worth it. But with all that being said, y'all let me in the comments what you think about this situation. Who is in the right? Is it Trippie Redd or is it this producer? Should he have taken the bans for the beat or did he just stand on business with his morals? And by the way, we're going back to like OG Bob videos because I am currently in Utah with NBA Youngboy. He's been trying to hold my hand for like the last couple of hours. I keep smacking him. Maybe I'll keep it this way, maybe not, I don't know. But I'll see y'all back in the home studio soon. It's been your boy bobbalam signing off. Peace out, cloudy people. You know what I'm saying?